you can get this move down, there's a ton of different counters and moves you can make out of this. So recap the day. We did some ball handling. Right? We went through our shooting mechanics. Went through what we just did, our help finishes. The last piece of the puzzle that we're going to add in is being able to create separation for your shot off the dribble. Okay? Now, it kind of goes back to some of the things that I told you earlier. For you to use these moves and do these things in the game, you've got to kind of earn that right. You've got to have the skill set and put in the time and the practice to be able to do it and make shots. Right? So it's not just everybody gets to do whatever they want when you play in the game, right? You've got to earn the right to be able to do more things by showing your coach that you can make plays, that you can make shots. Okay? So the first one that we're going to go through the footwork, is just a simple step away, right? There's two different situations that we'll typically use a step away in. Ben, can you come up here for a second? All right, so the first one is going to be, let's say the basket is over there, I have Ben on my hip, right? And I'm going to step and bump into him. So I step into him with my left foot, I bump him with my shoulder, and then I'm going to push out and create separation. Okay, so we're creating contact and then separating. That bump is what's going to get you most of your separation. You kind of bump the defender and you stun him for a second and you separate, gives you time to get your shot off. The second situation would be if Ben is guarding me, right, and I start to attack him, and he drops his foot, right? So if I attack Ben, he drops his foot, I push out, he's got to recover with his feet, and he's not going to have time to close out. Okay, so the defender drops their foot, or you're going to create contact. Okay, those are the two situations, most common situations. All right, so here's what you're going to do to we're going to break down the footwork, right? So first thing you're going to do, you got the ball on the right side, your right foot is forward, left foot back. So everybody get like me. Right foot forward, left foot back. All right? When I say step, you're going to step with your left foot. When I say dribble, you're going to start dribbling. When I say push, you're going to push off your left foot and reach and try to separate it straight out. Now, when you land, you have to square in the air, right? So you're pushing out, step, dribble, push. You've got to be on balance and make sure you're squared up to the imaginary basket in front of your line, right? Because what happens if you don't square up, right? So you push out, you're going to have to turn in your jump shot. We already talked about we don't want that. We're going to start with our feet turned. We're going to get lined up on the shooting line, and we're going to stay on balance. We're not going to twist in our shot. Okay? The other thing, when you jump, we want a long, low jump. The higher you jump, the more time it takes for you to get back on the floor to get your shot.
Yeah. Seal the servants in the head or in the hand. By yourself while you can. Why yourself? All the more bands wax old like the garment. My advice to the harlot: take what you can. Only for a season to be delivered up like a lamb into the feast until we need him. Jesus.
All right, next one. Next separation move that we're going to do is a drag dribble. Okay? The situation for a drag dribble. And this is if you're a good athlete, this is going to be a super effective move for you. Okay, so we're going to start with the same base. All right? You have your right foot forward, left foot back. Okay, now, situation, if you have a defender, like you're driving to the basket, you're driving downhill, and that defender is like running with you. They're trying to stay on your hip, okay? So we're gonna go left, our dribble hits, right, like we're driving to the basket. So our weight is back, but our right foot's forward. So your chest is over your knee, you're on balance, okay? Instead of pounding another dribble, right, we're gonna pull the ball back and create separation for your shot. So the defense continues to run, we pull the ball back and get into your shot, okay? So it's gonna be 1, 2, and then back into your shot. Here are your commands, okay? So we're gonna start, same position. When I say step, you're gonna step with your left foot. Dribble, and don't do it yet, don't do it yet. Okay, so it's dribble, you're gonna take one more step, right? Get your knee, your shoulders over your knee, and then pull the ball back into your shot posture. Okay, so watch it again. Step, dribble, when I say step again, it's a hard step, and you're pulling the ball down under your butt. Okay, now for your feet, once you pull it back, you got 2 options. You can keep your left foot down, pull the ball back, reset your foot, shot. So we're moving backwards, we're creating space. Your second option is going to be to pull it back, and you can hop backwards to create space. Right? The only thing we don't want you to do is to pull the ball back and then continue forward. Right? Because that eats up our separation, that eats up our space. So we got to make sure we're dragging the ball back away from the defender. Last separation footwork that we're going to work on is called a same foot stop. Okay? Situation. Ben, you want to come over here? A lot of times, you can use this as kind of a step back, but a lot of times if you're driving the ball and your defender kind of stays in front of you, right? So he's kind of in front of my chest here, I'll be like, come some content, right? So I can pound my last dribble and step back. Right? So the defender's kind of on your shoulder, like in front of you, you're gonna push back and create separation. This is if you can get this move down, there's a ton of different counters and moves you can make out of this, right? But the first piece is to be able to get your feet down and then separate for your shot, okay? So here is the steps, right? So we're gonna start, same exact footwork, okay? Right foot up, ball on the right side. It's gonna be step, dribble, step, dribble, push. All right, so to simplify it, when I say step, you're gonna automatically start dribbling right where you're at. When I say step again, you're gonna take one more step and keep your dribble. When I say push, you're gonna pound your last dribble and pop back. Okay, now like your drag dribble, you got 2 options. All right, you can keep this foot down, push back, shot, or you can hop back, okay? But we don't want to move forward, right? You guys got the steps? So it's just 2 steps. So it's step, start dribbling, step, keep dribbling, push, you're back into your shot, okay? Ready?
Welcome to the Terror Dome, this a war zone. Take it hard or take it home. If you can't hold your own, stressed out, think my hair is gone. Got my hand around your neck just like it was a herringbone. Excuse me, I don't mean to sound violent, but cats get walked on when they act too silent. Speak soft.